Imagine bringing what you believe is a priceless family heirloom onto national television, only to be told it's a complete fake.
The back of the frame is washed to make it look older.
This piece is not that. Now that's the bad news.
However, they're not 19th century.
Over the years, Antiques Roadshow has uncovered breathtaking treasures, but it has also revealed shocking forgeries that stunned even the experts. From $50,000 art pieces exposed as high school projects to ancient statues carved in someone's backyard, these jaw-dropping moments prove that not everything is as it seems. Stay with us, because today we uncover the top 10 most expensive fakes ever brought to Antiques Roadshow. Number 1. Jacob Weber Painted Box. It looked like a hidden gem from American folk art history, a colorful painted box found at a Pennsylvania estate sale.
I went into an antique shop near my hometown and really looked around, and the lady I know pretty well, and she had this box, but she really didn't want to sell it, and I kept begging her, and finally I just gave up. And a little bit before Christmas, my grandfather went in and just was looking and asking her what I wanted, and she pulled this out and she sold it to him.
In 2011, a guest brought this box to Antiques Roadshow, hoping it was a genuine 19th century masterpiece by Jacob Weber.
It is by a well-known maker of this style of box.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
His name is Jacob Weber.
Okay.
From Lancaster County, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
Appraiser Wes Cowan was initially intrigued by its charming design, but something felt off.
We know that Weber made these sorts of boxes, and he made them in two different styles. He made them with feet on them, and he made them like this, little rectangular boxes.
Upon closer inspection, he noticed inconsistencies in the aging and materials. The box, once estimated at $30,000 to $50,000, was revealed to be a modern reproduction.
He was selling them. It was a commodity. He was making them, and we don't know enough about to know how much he sold them for, but there are enough of these boxes around to know that he was obviously selling them.
Right.
And they come in various sizes, ranging up to maybe a foot in size to this size.
A true Jacob Weber original could have fetched between $40,000 and $70,000 at auction.
This one, I think a good auction estimate for this box would be somewhere between $10,000 and $15,000.
Wow.
Number 2. Wan Plaques. At first glance, they appeared to be rare, historic marble plaques passed down through generations.
We were at an auction and we found this one, my daughter and I, and it's by E.W. Wyan.
In 2015, a guest proudly presented them, believing they were the work of 19th century sculptor Edward William Wyan.
And it is sculpted by E.W. Wyan also, and we did some research on E.W. Wyan.
And what did you come up with?
Well, we found that he was of the Wyan dynasty.
However, expert Stuart Slavid quickly uncovered the truth.
However, they're not 19th century.
All right.
They're basically brand new plaques that are being reproduced in England and elsewhere, and it's a reproduction of a 19th century look, very, very nicely done.
These were not finely carved marbles, but pressed stone compositions designed to mimic antiquity. Valued initially at $8,000 to $12,000, they instantly lost their worth once exposed.
If, in fact, these were by Wyan and they were 19th century sculptures or plaques, they would be worth quite a bit of money, at least
really?
thousands, rather than the hundreds you paid for them.
Authentic Wan Plaques can still command between $10,000 and $15,000 at auction. Number 3. Face jug valued at $50,000. Imagine turning a $300 garage sale find into a $50,000 treasure. That's exactly what a woman thought she had done in 2016 when she brought a grotesque ceramic face jug to the show. Appraiser Stephen Fletcher was initially amazed.
That's right, about 120 years old. Just look at the owner's reaction when a world-renowned art appraiser told him this.
Estimating its value between $30,000 and $50,000, believing it to be a rare 19th century Southern face jug. But years later, Research traced the jug back to something far less glamorous, a modern high school art project.
She just said, "You won't believe this, but that pot that you made in high school that I had for a while, it's on Antiques Roadshow."
Although it was never auctioned, an authentic Southern face jug could be worth anywhere from $20,000 to $80,000. 4. George Elmsley chair. From a flea market to potential fame, a guest brought in what they believed was a prairie school masterpiece, designed by George Grant Elmsley.
What a lot of people outside of Minnesota don't know is that Elmsley, Grant Elmsley, was one of the great prairie school architects. His firm, Elmsley and Purcell.
At first, the sleek lines and craftsmanship seemed convincing. But in 2003, appraiser J. Michael Flanagan quickly spotted modern bolts and flawed joinery that gave away the truth.
When we have this upside down here, you can see the dowel points here. You can see a lot of modern nails. Some things I don't like, okay?
The chair was a recent reproduction. Once estimated at $15,000 to $20,000, its real value was just a fraction.
The reality is, I think somebody took an existing standard kind of arts and crafts chair, $50 chair, and figured out a way that they could recut it and turn it into what they hoped was a very expensive chair. Now,
meanwhile, authentic Elmsley chairs remain highly sought after, often fetching between $30,000 and $50,000.
if it was in a retail environment, it'd be worth $50,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
5. Olmec stone sculpture. Could a mysterious stone sculpture found through a traveling dealer really be an ancient relic from the Olmec civilization?
Now, I know that you had this thing tested and they found no evidence of modern tool marks.
Yeah, correct.
Now, the problem is that you needed to have the thing evaluated from a stylistic standpoint.
That was the hope when a guest arrived at the 2008 roadshow. However, expert John Buxton wasn't fooled. With stylistic inaccuracies and modern tool marks clearly visible, it was quickly revealed to be a fake.
Olmec has great balance, it's tight, it's elegant, and this piece is not that.
Though it might have been expected to fetch over $50,000, the piece was worthless. Authentic Olmec artifacts, however, can command sums ranging from $100,000 to $1 million.
Bad news is, had it been real, a major Olmec piece like this would have been well into six figures.
Number 6. Civil War sword appraisal scandal. Few stories on Antiques Roadshow are as infamous as this one. A gleaming Civil War sword, claimed to be tied to General Robert E. Lee, was appraised in 1996 for a staggering $35,000 by George Juno and Russ Pritchard. But the drama didn't end there. Years later, it was uncovered that the appraisal was staged as part of a massive fraud scandal, leading to both appraisers being convicted. Although the sword was sold in private shady deals, a genuine officer's sword from the Civil War would still be valued between $30,000 and $50,000. 7. Amarna Princess statue. A museum's dream acquisition turned into a nightmare when a stunning statue believed to be a 3,300-year-old Amarna princess appeared. Experts assured its authenticity. The museum bought it for £440,000, about $700,000. But in 2006, the shocking truth surfaced. It was a modern forgery by Sean Greenhalgh, created in his backyard with simple tools. While the fake shook the art world, a genuine Amarna period sculpture would today be considered priceless, easily valued between $5 million and $10 million. 9. Fake French Impressionist painting. An incredible discovery seemed to lie inside a humble New England antique shop. A guest brought what they believed to be an original painting by Alfred Sisley to the show in 2006. Under appraiser Peter Nahum's expert eye, however, the illusion quickly unraveled.
This picture is much more similar to Kim and Chuck's for obvious reasons in that it's depicting a river. And the thing that immediately strikes me is just the drama of this sky.
Yes, it's very typical of Sisley. The wonderful low horizon, but leaves a huge sky which dominates the whole landscape.
The brushwork and style lacked the delicate hallmarks of a Sisley masterpiece.
And you just see these little flecks here.
Yes, exactly, exactly. Very, very typical, very typical.
Though originally appraised between $100,000 and $150,000, it was identified as a 20th century imitation.
Aren't we fortunate? 2 Sisleys, and they're both out of their frames. This is such a rare privilege. And 2 from the 1870s, about the same period.
A true Sisley painting today would fetch between $500,000 and $2 million. Number 10. SAS Military Memorabilia. Tucked away inside an old trunk was a seemingly priceless collection of medals, badges, and wartime relics tied to Britain's elite SAS forces. Brought to the Roadshow in 2017, the collection initially dazzled, estimated between £10,000 and £15,000, $13,000 to $19,000. Yet after deeper authentication, appraiser Robert Whiteman confirmed that while some items were genuine, others were mass-produced replicas. If fully authentic, a World War II SAS collection could easily command between $20,000 and $50,000. Antiques Roadshow has seen its share of dazzling treasures, but as we've learned, not everything that glitters is gold. These unforgettable fakes remind us that when history, craftsmanship, and value are on the line, even the tiniest detail can change everything. Whether it's a backyard statue or a garage sale gem, the truth always finds a way to the surface. So stay curious, and always look twice before you believe. And if you enjoyed uncovering these shocking fakes, you'll love our other deep dives into Antiques Roadshow's most incredible discoveries, from priceless Tiffany lamps to mysterious lost masterpieces. Click on one of the videos on your screen now and continue the journey. You never know what might turn out to be real or not,